Go to that button. Good evening, Serge. How are you, sir? I was completely lost there. I was like, how do I do this again? I've forgotten already. And it's only been 2 days. That's what happens when you record something instead of just streaming. Yes, I'm very much out of the habit of recording anything. If you saw yesterday's video that got recorded and posted in the same day, you know, because I had nothing else to do on Christmas Day, obviously. But yeah, it's a bit of a different one. I'm good, Serge. Thank you. I am good, Serge. Doing all right. Doing all right. It's Boxing Day. Okay. Boxing Day today here, so it's a public holiday where nothing much is going on. So basically, I've done nothing. Sat on the sofa watching TV. Well, I watched some of the Newcastle game. Well, a good chunk of the Newcastle game earlier. Watched the first half intently. After about 5 minutes of the second half, kind of drifted away because I could see which way it was going to go, and indeed it went. They were bad today. They were very bad. So not a lot of wasn't a good day. And then after that, I watched the there's nobody here to hear me. I watched the Taylor Swift Eras Tour film. All right. And started watching yesterday's Doctor Who, and got about 5 minutes in and just went, nah. I'll give it another go at another time. I'm not in the mood today. A DIY radio. Well, we know where to come, Serge, when the world ends. We have no technology left. We come to you to repair it all, or to make it work. A DIY radio. I would never think of doing anything like that. Sounds interesting, though. I mean, to me, a DIY radio would be like one of them clockwork ones, the ones that you wind up. That would be my idea of a DIY radio. As in not putting batteries into it or plugging it into a wall. But yeah. So yes. But anyways, everybody, whoever is watching now or coming along later on, maybe is watching on catch up, this is not an official. To be honest, Jen, it's not. I was just about to say, Jen, it's not an official Tuesday night edits anyway. So me being 10 minutes early has no real bearing because this is an unofficial Tuesday night edit. It just happens that Boxing Day happens to land on Tuesday. So official Tuesday night edits will resume on the 9th. But there will probably be many streams between now and then. But yes, as an official Tuesday night edits, this is not one. This is. Yeah, I wasn't going to do it this week, and probably not going to do it next week either. But then again, I might just stream. I might just stream next Tuesday anyway, but it'll just not be an official Tuesday night edits show, whatever, episode, stream, whatever you want to call it. So I had nothing better to do, Jen, and there's nothing on telly tonight that I want to watch live. I mean, I can just watch it on the odd bit of thing on catch up after later. So there's nothing killing over it. Yeah, Boxing Day for those who do Boxing Day, which is probably just Commonwealth countries, is it? And probably not even some of them either. So, You're working? No. Is it Maui? That's a bit of a trek. I hope they have good connection. Well, yeah, Boxing Day. It's a very UK thing, isn't it? Well, if you've got an outage and they're the only ones that can help, Jen, then it's like, oh well, just waiting on them to get back into connectivity or pick up the phone or. Well, yeah, I mean that's the kind of thing it would be. It's a very traditional thing, the Boxing Day test. The thing that got me is they changed the rules for the time in between test matches. So you can't have a New Year's Day test anymore. Or you have to choose between them. But the Boxing Day test is obviously the important one. Because I was like, that was like if it was an Ashes test, it was the perfect thing because you'd do all your Christmas Day stuff. And then come 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, it was the start of the test match from the next day. Great times. When I had Sky and could watch the cricket. Yeah, they changed the rules. I think they have to have so many, maybe it's 4 days between the scheduled end of the game and the next one. So the New Year's Day test is now the January the 2nd test, so they can get it together. I don't know. It's just bad. It's just not as fun. They should have left tradition alone. To hell with players' fitnesses and form and tiredness and wanting to spend time with their families. Good God. Yeah. So apart from working, Jenny, you alright? What does Boxing Day mean? There's probably some. I think it's to do with. Was it a day? Yeah, I'm not sure it was that reason, Jen. I think it is to do with like the landed gentry, as in the rich folk and all our servants. The servants would get stuff on Boxing Day. Yeah, definitely, Jen. That's what their reason was for. I'm sure it's something to do with like gifting for servants in the past. I don't know. I might be completely wrong. Boxing Day meaning. Boxing Day is holiday celebrated by Christmas. The day after Christmas occur. Christmas. Originated as a holiday to give gifts to people in need. Yeah. Originated when the affluent boxed surplus items for the less fortunate. Servants lauded for their toil received special boxes filled with treats. There you go, that's Boxing Day. But they're like getting you guys to clean up when you were kids. That is genius, as the reason why. I might have to tell my sister that one. Anyways, did we all have a lovely Christmas day? I hope everybody had a nice Christmas day. I spent the bulk of it sat here trying to record stuff and editing it was dead easy. The recording it was horrendous. And it wasn't horrendous because of a technical thing. It was horrendous because I can't talk. I can't read and talk at the same time. It's so bad. I'm so bad at this. This is why I do live streams. I've got no script, no bullet points, no nothing to work from. And it's just like, just go. Oh, I mean, Jen, literally, I don't know if I replied. Was it you? Was it you I replied to in a comment saying it would take us like 2.5 hours to record 6 minutes? No scripts, no editing. You got 3 vinyls. Nice, Serge. Which ones? What Genesis? Because I'm more of a child of the late Genesis stuff. Serge, you should have seen all the recordings I made before that. That was like, I think the 6th read through, the one that actually went out. So there was a couple of glitches there, but I cut out bits where I went completely wrong. But like I had 4 or 5 goes earlier, and I was trying to like stop and repeat and stop and repeat and stop and repeat. It was horrendous. Oh, it's so hard. It's definitely, but you can tell when I basically can't talk anyway. It definitely tells me I could never act, and I could never announce stuff like newsreadery stuff. I don't know how they do it. Well, because they're basically all they're doing is reading off a prompter like I was, and they're just great at it. Yeah. I mean, I've probably got something like that, Serge. It would explain a lot. But yeah, it's just tricky. It's just very tricky. I think my problem is I don't talk a lot anyway. You know, I've been pretty much a mute most of my life. So even when I'm out with friends or whatever, if there's more than 2 of us, I'm the one who just sits there and listens. So I don't actually do that much talking ever. So the brain and the mouth just aren't connected properly. And then when I've got to multitask, as in read, convert that into brain waves to make it go to the mouth, for the mouth to make the shapes, to push the wind out to make sounds, and for them to become legible. No. There's just that too long a delay. So, yeah, it was not good. It's only once a year. Yeah, I've just picked up a tweet from Andrew Atkinson saying, looking forward to your Easter message. Cheeky sod. So it was a bit of fun. So yeah, I'm not doing an Easter message. Well, it would all come up. The thing is, that King's birthday as well, it would come together. It's all in December. If you're talking about mine. No, once a year. You'll have to remind us like nearer the time next year, Jen. So I'm doing it before Christmas. Like record it in October, like. Well, I don't know when he records it, but it's obviously. It's earlier than Christmas morning. So then I could push it live at 3:00 as well. Plan it properly for next year. But yeah, it was good fun, and it's good to get back into recording stuff again. So I need to put a crown on. Well, I was going to say I was debating about things. I would have tried to do like a green, not like a green screen background, like a cropped out background of of like the inside of a stately home, but seeing as I couldn't get the thing installed, I needed to do that. I bypassed that idea. So it is what it is, and I wasn't putting a suit on for anything. So because I wasn't selling the merch. It was always about putting this on, putting the merch front and centre. I had the King of ICM mug right there as well, still in shot. So I could have done a lot more. There you go, Jen. You forgot you had it. Nice. Yeah, for some reason I installed something from NVIDIA to supposedly do it, and then when I went to Camera Hub to select putting a background in, it didn't give me the option. It just said, you need to download the thing, and I'm like, I have, and I've installed it, yet you are still not working. So I don't know I don't know what was going wrong. That's something I was going to try. So I couldn't get this working yesterday either. For some reason, I could not log into the Elgato marketplace. Camera Hub's terrible, I think. Yeah. That's pretty much what happens to me, Jen. Is that I can't... Is this going to have me signed in or not? It is this time. Yeah, like every time I restart the camera. Every time I wake the computer from sleep, basically the prompt does not work. You know, it doesn't do anything. So I've got to pull the cable out, put it back in, or restart Camera Hub. Really? God. See, I haven't tied it into the Twitch chat. I've just tied it. All I've done is just popped out chat and plashed the two of them on it. So it's a bit of a nightmare on that front. Thank you for the follow, Lexi. Lexi Photo. Is that an L? If it's an I can't pronounce it. Hello, yo, all right. Lexi Photo, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome along. Happy Boxing Day to you. Hope you have had a lovely Christmas. Welcome to the potential madness. You're never quite sure, yeah, what it's going to be. But this is a bit of a random stream because normally Tuesdays are Tuesday night edits. Today, yes, it's Tuesday. But it's a bank holiday. It's Boxing Day, so it's an unofficial Tuesday night edits. So I am planning to do a little bit of image editing shortly, because I was saying to these guys on Christmas Eve when I was streaming that my image count, like my good images for the year, my image counts for the year are not that great. So before I do my end of year blog post to highlight like my favorite images of the year and that kind of thing, I need to actually make more to give myself more choice, because at the minute I think I've probably got about 4. So it's not been the best of years for content coming out of me. So we'll see. If I pile more whiskey into it, I might get on a bit better. Might get on a bit worse than I'll like, but anyways, well, welcome to the crew, Lexi. Right, this bloody Camera Hub. That's what I was going to do. Yeah, yesterday was when I was on the Elgato marketplace. It was not letting me log in, so I couldn't install the buttons for Stream Deck to control the prompter to stop it moving. Nice, Jen. Excellent. So so every time I was like making a mess of the script as I was reading through it, I kept on reaching and hitting the space bar on the keyboard, and all that did was reset it back to the previous top of the block of text. And I was like, no, why is space bar not pause? Crazy. Oh, you got a Stream Deck? Nice. I was going to say I couldn't cope with mine without mine anymore. Basically apart from like when I'm streaming and I've got like a few buttons here, the only time I mainly use it for websites, so I don't have to go typing in Twitch whatever. I've just got a button, go Twitch. There. Yeah, you've had the excitement of that 11mm lens surge, haven't you? Something good to play with, experiment with. I think that's what I need. I need something new to experiment with. A new location would be nice. A new castle. Right, get that. Because there is a camera hub plug-in for the Stream Deck open, but it's by Bar Radar and not Elgato. So now it's got loads of things to do. Prompter control. There we go. I can make up new screens and all this. Fantastic. Right. Oh, you've got the plus one. Nice. Yeah. I did in the Amazon Black Friday deal. I did look at that. But what did I get? Oh, I got the I got the webcam instead, didn't I? That's what I wasted my money on. I got that since. But yeah, the Stream Deck Plus, I was kind of tempted because it was like 30-40 quid cheaper than what it usually is. Then I'm thinking I've already got one, and I would have to find another place to plug it into, because I would then need a bigger USB hub, because the one I've got was already maxed out. It's a nightmare. And all these things, all they say, like, you can't plug it into a hub. I'm like, computers only got so many bloody holes. You need to make computers with more holes. I know. Well, the thing is about this one, Jen, is that I had stuff plugged into the front of it that had the blue USB thing to say that supposedly it's a USB 3. So when I put the face cam in, which needs USB 3, it says plug it into a USB 3 port, and I'm like, it is. It's got a blue colour to it, so it's USB 3. And I'm like, so I tried all the front ones, wasn't having it. Plugged into the one in the back, perfect. And you're like, I've now got to move something else around that doesn't need as much. So now I'm thinking that maybe those ones on the front aren't USB 3, and that's maybe why some of the things were having problems. So I'm like, oh man, more issues. More issues to deal with. But yeah, it is frustrating, but it's fine. Yeah. So well, at least that's now. Why you logged me out of that? Cretins. Anyways, but yeah, I'll have to go back into the Elgato marketplace thing and update. I think I need to restructure my Stream Deck because there's bits and pieces all over the place on it. Get things lined up again. Yeah, so at the minute, can I show this? My Stream Deck. I don't pull this too hard, otherwise it'll probably disconnect. On the front of mine here, you may or may not be able to see. So I've got volume control, so I can switch between my speakers and my headphones with that button. and my old headphones was is on that button. And then down here is nearly went offline there. Is that on the yeah, this is the front screen. I've got time, date, folder for Office, folder for Adobe Suite, Discord, and then a button underneath for Discord that shows me how many people are online in my server and if I've got any messages. What's that? A button for Twitch streaming, a button for YouTube streaming. So I'll go into the YouTube streaming, and then it's got all the buttons for going live and managing the stream and bringing up scenes. That's pretty nifty. Yeah, just going through some tools to tell me that I'm using 18% of the CPU, and my C drive is already 70% used. Good God, that needs a clean out already. And various other bits and pieces. So it's not just, but yeah, you know, I do use it a lot for website shortcuts. That's my usual thing of working with it. Just to save me typing or clicking buttons on the on a browser, or even opening a browser. Just hit the button, it'll open a browser and go to that site. So I've just got to basically set up for laziness. Yeah, so I've got bits on here, so I could go. Oh, it was the first. To be honest, Jane, it was nearly the first thing I set up. Was like, right, I need all my usual website links that I don't particularly want to go scrolling through a list for, or typing half of it in before it'll take me there. So it's like my own website. I've got like a button, so I'm not logging into it, and then I've got a button to go into the back end of it, so I don't have to go in and type blah 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 .squarespace whatever. Which is pretty good. And I mean on here, well, I better put in the YouTube one. YouTube here, then I've got buttons for text, so I can, you know, hit the button there, and it'll insert the explanation EL, and that's the link to the sounds website and all that kind of thing. So for me, it's one of the best things I've got. I mean, for some reason it crashed the other day, and I didn't realise. I'm like, why is it not working, that bloody thing? And so I was lost. I was like, I have to type things. Till I realised all I had to do was restart the software. Good evening, Peter. Or afternoon, Peter. How are you? Are you enjoying Boxing Day? Not that you do Boxing Day. Hope you had a lovely Christmas day, though. Hi, Lobis. How are you doing? I'm doing well, thank you very much. How was your Christmas? Thank you for joining me this evening. This is lovely and sociable. By the way, Lexi and Lobis, I presume you do stream. I'm gonna have to go and follow you guys. You know me from somewhere? That sounds dangerous. Oh, you're talking to Lexi. Where do you know me from? Copy link address there. Have I been on anybody's podcast recently? I haven't been on any podcast recently. I did. When did I last do a podcast with anybody? I did one with the Togcast, but that was like 5 years ago. And have I been on another one? When I was on you and Ross's Biblioscapes podcast, and that was like 3 years ago, because that was the beginning of, no, was that coming up to COVID, I think? Don't think so. I did a podcast with, oh my god, what were they called? I can't remember what it's called, but I think it's like 3 English guys, and one of them's called Ian. Can't remember. Look familiar? Well, I have been streaming on YouTube for like 5 years. So you may have run into me on there. Well, I mean, we're streaming on YouTube at the moment as well. So I have had a YouTube channel for about 8 years. Well, I've technically about 12 years, but I didn't do anything with it for 6 of them. So you might have come across my website, not my website, my YouTube at some stage. There you go. Yeah, well, I think we're all losing brain cells at the minute. I am. I know that for a fact. That sounds a very nice Christmas, to be honest, Peter. How many Christmas lunches have you had? I had my second full-scale one today. And surprisingly, I'm not ready to burst. Quite disappointing. But glad you had it well. I was on one of Tom Heaton's videos. How many years ago was that? There you go. Right, it wasn't there either. Maybe I've just got one of them faces, Lewis. Yeah. I'm only ever here. I never get invited. Thing is, Jen, I never get invited anywhere else. So it's always going to be mainly here. Was it all day grazing, Peter? Start at 7 in the morning and just finish about 7 at night, midnight kind of thing. Just eat all day. What did I open this up for? I had to follow a little bit. Yeah. Click the about section. Let's get nosy, everybody. Let's click that follow button. I will do proper investigations later. But yes, consider yourself followed, Lilbis. I look forward to catching a stream. I was going to say, Alexia, do you stream as well? Why did it do that? very slow at cutting and even cutting and pasting. I'm terrible at. Let's drop Lexi a follow as well. I'll be able to catch them at another date as well. Stop moving follow button. There we are. There we are, Lexi. Consider yourself followed. I look forward to catching you on another day. You're very welcome. You see, it's all about community building. From Toronto. I've got relatives up that way. Oh, over that way, I should say. I will stalk later. Definitely. Well, for somebody that's like purely been on YouTube for like a long time and only used Twitch as to watch things, then I am slowly finding my way into the Twitch creative people. Excellent. So warm you could play golf, Peter. Is it not like have you not got your usual 3 foot of snow? Because that's your usual. Really, it's been. I mean, we had like an inch and about inch and a half, 2 inches 2 weeks ago, and then I think it was still in November. So it must be in the very back end of November, and then like this week it's been as mild as anything. So it was a bit chillier today, but it's been really mild basically. Yeah, well, we don't get down that as low as that very often. Hi Tom, welcome along, welcome into the stream. Nice to see you. More new names to remember. Welcome in. Right, we have officially beaten off YouTube. Twitch is leading with 6 viewers. YouTube has 3. Where's all the YouTube people today? Well, I did say I wasn't going to be streaming on this Tuesday, but it's Boxing Day, so. What's up, Tom? It's Boxing Day, so I spent most of the day on the sofa watching TV, and I thought I should maybe be a little bit constructive and not waste the entire day on the TV. Yeah, I'd love that, little base. Love that. Yeah, just ping me a DM somewhere, anywhere. Is my Twitch set up so anybody can anybody whisper me? Yeah, it should be. I think anybody can. Yeah, go for it, Lobis. Yeah, if you can find. Yeah, I was gonna say if you can find my Instagram, the link's below. But yes, no worries at all. That'd be great. So Peter, you'll not be risking much by driving the around on the lakes at the for this winter. So at the minute, anyway. No worries, man. That's fine. That's fine. You know, it's all good. It's all good. Like I say, the more the merrier. So, like personally, so I can find my way around more as well. You know, just digging the roots in, planting myself here. No worries at all, low base. If you need to drop out, you just drop out. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. Because I'm one of the worst proponents of that. I'll be like, hello, and then like I'll just disappear. I'm not usually one for saying hello. Right, actually I've got to go. I'll just be like hello, and then they're like, Andy hasn't chatted for a little while. He's gone. So don't worry about it. And that goes for anybody. If you have to run, you have to run. Yeah, that happens to me as well, quite a bit as well. The few times I do actually chat to anybody's in anybody's stream. No worries at all, Jen. No worries at all. Right, anyways. Quite a bit of chat already. It's 8 o'clock and we started earlier than normal. So, which one is it going to be more likely, Jen? Working or spaced out? So, Lightroom. I'm wondering what to edit. Second one by a long shot. Fair enough. Right, this is where the stream will probably get choppy because I'm going to be looking at things in Lightroom. Well done, Serge, for crossing the threshold from one reality into the next. And also remember, when you're in there, Serge, remember to follow me as well if you haven't already. Need to get those numbers. Click the follow button, Serge. Thank you for the follow, Tom. Serge follows as well. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Serge. Yeah. Do us creatives ever have any time off though? That is the thing. Like yesterday. By the way, everybody that's watching on Twitch that is new to me. If you go to my YouTube channel, I did a mock King's Speech, which I recorded and published yesterday. So like even Christmas Day, as soon as I was finished my Christmas lunch and back home, straight up here, recording, pumped it out. Thank you very much, Serge. We are now, according to this, Twitch says we are now 49 followers. So that means potentially, was it 50 for to get the affiliate thingy? We could potentially cross the 50 follower threshold today. I was going to say to Peter, I was going to say, did you see my King's Speech yesterday? But you did, because you commented. Yeah, my other criteria, it was all right for a while. It was all right for a while, and then now I think it's not so great, because I've been streaming too much. Yeah, I've been streaming too much with like one person watching, so I need to work on that. And obviously this needs to be refreshed because it's still... So today it'll help. Today'll help massively because of you guys in Twitch. I mean, there's 6 of you, so that'll help. According to this, the requirements is reaching 50 followers, stream within a 30-day period, stream for 8 hours. Well, at the minute, I've done 17. Stream on 7 different days. I've done 7. An average of 3 viewers within the 17 hours is the problem, because at the minute it's 1.3. Earlier, it was as high as it was over 3. So I do need to that. So I'm still probably a little way. Even if I get the 50 up, then I'm probably still a little way off. Yeah. Yeah, they had a period where they added a load of categories, didn't they? Because it was like purely gaming. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Because I had a few people from Maple Glades community come along and follow. So there's a few of them. Are you Jen? Are you using Cheeky's login to follow me? That should basically take us up to the. If I refresh this, it'll not break stream. Well done, Jen. Well, he has the honour of being the 50th follower. Unless some of my former friends have unfollowed me at some stage in the past. Yeah. No, it hasn't updated any stats on the achievements thing. It'll probably do it after stream. Yeah. So I only welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, Kangachi. I hope you told him that he's now following me. Or warned him that he's now following me. But anyways, thank you very much, everybody, for the follows today. And thank you very much for watching. So yes, according to this, we now have 50 followers. So that's pretty cool. Surprises are more fun. We start to get notifications that, bloody hell, Andy's gone live again. Yeah. I know, exactly, Tom. That's basically all. I mean, I've been streaming on YouTube for 5 years, and it's only recently I've started multi-streaming. So I think when I started multi-streaming, I had 22, 23 followers. And most of them were from like another community I used to hang out in on somebody else's channel that wasn't even photography. So yeah, it's all this for me. Twitch is just a bonus. It's new people. It's a chance to meet new people, expose myself and be exposed to new people. What I do, and basically pump out 2 different, two streams to pump out 1 stream to 2 places, and interact with both sides, and just build things up. Because obviously, numbers wise, vastly on the YouTube side, like actual followers. But Twitch is definitely one of those places that's has its place. So I am excited to be streaming in both places, because I've seen what Twitch can do to small channels and the potential it has for reach and things like that. I can see its limitations as well. So I'm exposing myself to Twitch, not on Twitch. Can't use words like that, Peter. No wonder I get demonetized on YouTube. But yeah, I'm not like numbers wise. Like it's only because I had like 47. So that's the only way I've even mentioned it today is because I'll be up to 50 now. And I'm really basically numbers wise on YouTube I'm only concerned about that because I'm 52 away from 10k. So at the minute it's very much a case of just thinking about numbers to cross those thresholds. But basically I don't care. Yeah, exactly, Tom. I've seen, I know people that have done, like basically they stream in the ASMR category, which that has seen a massive change negatively over the last few years, and this year in a significant way. So it's you get an Aura 2000. Might be something to do with your setup and Surge. Even if you refresh it. Exactly. That's the thing. I was like, I did semi care because I was more about. I wasn't wanting to cross the streams, if you know what I mean. I wanted to basically like I did my first photo stream on Twitch a good few years ago, but it was in like supplemental to the YouTube stuff. So I thought if I do Twitch where it's like I come back from a day out with a camera and have a basically a relaxed look through the photos, I thought I'd do that, and then I kind of quickly didn't do that, and it quickly turned into purely using it as to watch friends and other things on Twitch, and then and like I've always concentrated on YouTube. But now, bringing with the whole officially supporting multi-streaming, whatever. So I'm now like, right, I'll just stream to both. The computer's just about powerful enough to do it. So I'll do that, and then it gets a chance of being, of having two communities, or an expanded community. But in the meantime, I also had a gaming channel, and now it's like I can't be bothered to. So I wouldn't bring gaming onto here, but then again, I haven't got time to go play games on another thing, and then you got to sign in, sign out of OBS and all that rubbish, and it's just like I can't be bothered. So it's just stream the photo editing to both, and just basically have a laugh, meet new people. Have a laugh with the old people. Not the old people. The very generous and very supportive people that have been with me for many years. Basically, we hang out quite a lot. So I'll always be thankful for their support. So it's just nice to do both. It really is. Whereas we could have multi-streamed for ages, and then it's only just recently that Dan Clancy or whatever he's called said, right, you can do it now. So now we're just waiting on all the software people to bring all the tools together to be able to, so we can have integrated chat here instead of having to use other services and things to amalgamate them together on the screen. Exactly. I mean, to be honest, about the quick community thing, that's what I pretty much highlight and concentrate more on on YouTube as well. Because if people came purely to watch me edit photos, they might as well just open up the VOD afterwards and scrub through the first 45 minutes, because that's the time I'm spending chatting to Jen and Peter and everybody in the YouTube chat. Just because I really enjoy the chatty aspect of it. So I just, like I said, I'm trying to be engaging, just try to be nice. That's pretty much all I want to do. Yeah, I mean, there's like you say, Tom, like I watch people on Twitch playing FPS games because they're amazing at them. I mean, they're like, there's a guy who's like basically he's a sniper, and he's been brought up on like Battlefield games, and he's playing Warzone and stuff now. UK guy, amazing in the sniper role. So it's just really good to watch him, because it's just like I didn't even see, and he's like already got him. So you're like just blown away by the skills. But yeah, it's just different things for different things. But yeah, as like photo editing, it's just one of them relaxed things, and just you can chat away as you do it. Yeah, and the YouTube thing, yeah, it is predominantly for creating content. So I'm probably doing myself harm by streaming this kind of stuff on YouTube. I mean, I will get to some photo editing soon, but because my normal Tuesday night stream is always 7:30, so it is kind of producing content, but even though I like spend the first half an hour chatting, catching up with people. So by me streaming these general streams, because like I said, over Christmas I would do random streams and not just stick to my Tuesday nights, which is what Twitch is great for. But it's just, so I'm probably not ruining, but affecting the YouTube side of things, because I've already seen every time I go live, I'm losing YouTube subscribers. Because I keep on thinking, I'm up to, I just need 50 more subs on YouTube to get to the 10, and it's like, and then every stream I'm like losing 5 or 6, and you're like, God damn it. So anyways, I've got to catch up. Anyways, somebody came in that I missed, I think. Somebody came in, or maybe it's not. Mitten, welcome to the stream. Mittens, sorry. I'll have to remember that. Welcome to the stream. Hope you had a lovely Christmas. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us this evening. There we are. I knew that somebody came in. I was looking at the Twitch side of the chat. Thank you, Inda. Yes, sorry about that. I knew somebody had came in. Welcome along. Hope you're well. But welcome to the stream as well on YouTube. Why am I losing YouTube subscribers? People just joining. Thank you very much, Inda. Probably people just joining and then looking for certain videos, maybe. And then they see me prattling on like this, and they probably just go, actually, no. I'm going to unsubscribe. I don't know. I very, very, very rarely unsubscribed from anybody on YouTube. And I don't think I've ever unfollowed anybody on Twitch. I mean, I've got people that are in my Twitch follow list that are dead. So just keep them there. And channels that are dead that haven't been used in like 3 years, but I still follow them. I'm not going to unfollow them. It's just what I do. Well, thank you very much, Inda. That's very kind of you. I try with my content. Basically, Tom, I'm just here. I'm here to be sociable. Because I'm not, in reality, I am not as sociable. Because I mean, I live in the middle of nowhere. Or I live in a very small populated area. So I kind of use the internet as my life, as my social life. So for me, streaming is, I just realised I've got dinner all down my front. So for me, streaming is me talking to friends. Like I say, a lot of the YouTube people, we've all been hanging out on stream together for, some of us, nigh on 5 years. Actually, like some of us will be 5 years, because it'll be coming up 6 years in April since I started streaming on YouTube. Yeah, exactly, Peter. You guys come for the prattling. Me prattling on about rubbish and then making a picture that ends up being red. Thank you very much, Mittens. If that was directed at me anyway. You might have been talking to Tom. But thank you very much, Mittens. I will take it as you are complimenting me. But that's very kind, Mittens. Thank you very much. And again, welcome to the stream. I was going to say, Cheeky reply. Yeah, I was going to say, Cheeky made a point. They backtracked some of the art changes. Yeah. I'm glad they did that. Because that was... Couldn't believe that when they came up with those rule changes. And I'm like, no. Inda, ICM on the iPhone is definitely a goer. I had a client this year, back in the summer there, that she had a normal kit, but she also shot some ICM on the iPhone 14, which I think hadn't been out for very long. Or the iPhone 14 was the back end earlier this year, or the back end of last year. It felt like she hadn't had it long, and it's really good. Came out great. Obviously a different way of shooting, but it has the technology to be able to do it. So, but yeah, go for it. It probably makes, to be honest, it might make it easier. Obviously, you just got to adapt your movement and what you're trying to achieve with it. Well, Peter, like one day, Peter, it'll happen. It'll happen. I'll get cramp in a hamstring or in a calf or something, and I'll be hopping around the room again. One day, you've just got to be here to catch it. Thank you, Tom. Thank you very much. Yeah. People keep on saying I'm good at it, so I don't know whether you were here earlier or not, but I am going to do like an end of year roundup blog for the website. And I was saying to these guys on Friday that it was like, I haven't done very much this year. It's been a poor year. So in my head, I've got like 3 or 4 images to post because the rest are a bit rubbish. But yeah, thank you very much for the compliments. I can't be, I really can't be bothered with reels and videos and stuff like that. I am too much effort. Unless I put it in one of them CapCut templates. Can't be stuffed. I need to do more. I need to do TikTok this year as well. I need to really jump on that and do some kind of educational type of thing on TikTok. Because then that's the other thing is on TikTok, if you can get up to 1,000 viewers, 1,000 followers, you can go live on there as well. And then it's 3 things going on at once. I feel, to be honest, Low Bass, it feels like I haven't picked up a camera in weeks. To be honest, life gets in the way for me, even though this is my life. You bought some filters for are they for the iPhone as well, Inda? I presume so. Anyway, all you got to do is experiment in there and just see how it goes. That's my tip, is experiment. Work it out. And you go from there. Well, I couldn't do that, Peter, because I shoot Android. I have an Android. I don't have an iPhone. And Androids don't really do long exposures. Unless like the Samsung S23s or whatever do it. But I haven't got one of them anyway. I've got like a cheap Motorola. Because that's what I can afford. Some do. This one doesn't. I know that. Yeah, but I did find some kind of program for like a previous phone I had. I've never tried it again since, but it was potentially a little bit. I haven't looked into it. I find it complicated enough to do it with a proper camera, to be honest. I need a proper camera for the weight and the chance, the thing to move it all and whatever. But yeah, it is something. I mean, to be honest, if I had the money, I probably would get like an old iPhone 14 Max, and that would definitely do it. I've got enough content. Peter, I've got enough content to catch up with. Remember, I've still got that sponsored video to do that was due in June, and it's now December. So I might get it out by June next year. So, that's my text right there. Oops, spam one. That's all right. That's fine. What's the football doing? Villa's winning. Liverpool won 2-0. Good. Villa's going again. Okay. Just checking the football for my fantasy team. Watkins is playing. That's good. Good. So I think I have a full complement of players out this weekend. Exactly, it's just June's, it's whatever. What am I shooting with, Mittens? I shoot the Nikon D850. I think I've had it for about 3-4 years now. Lost track. It might be 4 years in March I've had it. So, good camera. But I shot a Nikon D700 for like 10 years before that. Really made the most of that. Really made the most of it. All right, I tend to be not too bad on image editing, like in a timely way, but I will have a tendency of going back to see what else I can make out of the stuff, because the way I work, it's all mixing images together as layers, so it doesn't matter when you shoot them really, but so like tonight, in fact I might go back to some of the stuff I shot in Scotland in February. What are my settings on my D850? You need an ND filter. I use a 6-stop. To be honest, it depends on the where you live and the light quality. And so here in the northeast of England, during the summer I can be shooting at 1/5 of a second at the moment, where it's duller and wintry and the lights are lower. You're probably shooting 1 second, and then you're just using is it decent light at times? Is there lots of light? And basically use the f-stop to control how much light you're letting in. to get that shutter speed. But it depends on your movement as well, Ender. So if you're moving camera in a certain way, like for all your images, then your exposure time might be a lot different to what I use a lot of the time. It is a very individual thing, which is why you've kind of just experiment. Try lots of things. I never got taught. I am self-taught. So all I did was go out and experiment. So that's what I recommend. Get some base knowledge and then just experiment from there. Oh yeah, I bet low base. I bet they'll be long gone unless you put them in a freezer somewhere. But mittens, no, I'm not doing any. I've once or twice used the in-camera multiple exposure thing capabilities, but I tend to do all my blending in post in Photoshop in layers. But I have very rarely used them in camera with not much success. So I'll just do my blending in post using layers and blend modes. It's good. It's good fun. Right, should we do some editing? Yeah, you can't do it in the chat. Inda, if you can join my Discord, there's a link below, and in there is a channel. If you're into Discord, there's a channel in there for showing your photography. You can do that. Yeah, finally we're getting there a little bit. Finally, he says. Then it'll be like, good God, is it? It's 8:30 already. I bet it's best time to go. Thank you, Jen, for posting the link. Jen, can you post it in Twitch as well, please? Sorry. Thank you. I don't have the chat bot thing set up properly for Twitch. It works for YouTube, but it won't work for Twitch for some reason. Right, what was I doing? Image editing. What was I thinking? February. F. F's near the top. That was March as well, wasn't it? Let's switch the camera. You can see what I'm doing. So we're in Lightroom at the moment. And in February, we were up the west coast of Scotland. Which is not the kind of area that I would normally be, the kind of subjects I would normally be shooting. But there was, actually there was that church at Gairloch. So we could look at those. Because I haven't looked at any of them, actually. Maybe it's because I thought the data was rubbish. Really should move that out of the way so I can actually see the screen. So we got this church here. Honest to God, there's a church there. So I haven't actually marked any of these as a possibles of usage. So we'd better have an actual look at these base images and see if any of them are actually usable. Not that one, not that one, not that one. Potentially. That one, yes. That one, yes. Photo editing too, Peter. Yes, it's not just. This is not just a sociable call. This is I've kept you here for an hour and a bit already. I'd better do at least one image. And also, I've still got this blog post to write that's supposedly going to have the best images of the year in. But I haven't made any yet. Could use that one because it's nice and faint. Oh, really? Yeah. Does your Twitch not, when you click away a little bit, does your Twitch not just hang in the background so you can still listen whilst you go to other applications? Snakes. We just looked into Discord there. Snakes. I don't like snakes. I'm glad I live in the UK where we only have one. Yeah. Nice. I like that green one. I wouldn't like them if I saw them. I like the shot. Look at all these new people in Discord. We have to say hello. We have to say hello. We have to say hello. Of course, I'm streaming, so I can't see your usernames. Okay, okay. Yeah, I get you. Yeah, there's always ways around it, isn't there? Right, so, do I like that one or not? I don't know. Yeah, it's impossible. It's only a button click. Right, so, and then we changed position a bit. No, we didn't. I changed position a bit. It would be nice to have something in the background to show that we were on the west coast, so we could see sky. The island, not the stuff in the air. Use that one. Maybe use that one. So we might actually not actually edit these ones tonight. This is just because I for some reason I haven't marked any of these as possible usages. So that one looks catty. That one's a bit too wild. That one. Thank you, Lotus. I mean, this is very early in the process. I like that. So yeah, actually, we could just lump straight into these without wasting too much time. So we can use that one, maybe. Yeah, and then that scene changes. I changed angle. So maybe it's that one. So I'm not going to lay out all of these together. Yeah, I'll probably make a mess of it come the end of it. It could stay blue, Peter. Philistine. Blue. It's just not. It's just not on the visible scale, Peter. By the way, those of you who are watching on Twitch that are not up to date with channel lore, is the majority of my images seem to turn out red. So that's why you might see mentions of red to do with my work, or you might have if you've seen my stuff on Instagram and wherever, you will notice a certain tone of colour running through for a few years now. And that is why my community is called the Red Knights. It's because these lot keep on mentioning red. To the point where we had a trigger word on YouTube that if anybody... Actually, there still is... There's many trigger words on YouTube that if you type in a certain... Is there maybe 10 words, Jen? 10 words into YouTube that if you forget what they are, you get caught out, then you are you are prompted to visit the tip page. Is that 20 now, Jen? Is that 20? All right. You'll have to remind us what they are. But long enough, red was one, so there was some creative ways of describing red without saying red, otherwise it would cost them actual money. It's all a bit of fun, but it was good fun. Yay! Well, your name has changed colour a little bit, so I presume you've moved location or changed device. Mittens, it can be. Well, it's quite fun for me because I get paid. But it is fun when people, like, forget. Oh, you just changed it. All right, okay, fair enough. When people forget and it costs them money, it's hilarious to me. Well, you did the other day, Jen, as well. Thank you very much for the tip, Peter. What did you say? Anything? Yes, in the there's a channel for in the images bit called Show Your ICM Photography, and there's one for normal photography as well. So share your images in there. Is that a specific colour just for you, Lobis, that you use everywhere, is it? A specific hex code. Thank you very much, Peter. That's very kind of you. Merry Christmas to you, sir. What a good sport you are. Right. Alright, I've picked those out, so let's go filtered, rated. Then I can see where I am. So we'll ignore these ones here and go straight in. They were more zoomed in, so we're going to go use these zoomed out ones. Now this is quite nice because it's slightly darker over here. Well, yeah, I'm not. I know, like Botrix won't show anything on screen until it's loaded into the chat, which is annoying. New to the whole ICM photography genre. Who is one of the top men of the game? You might be looking at one of them, Tom. Without blowing my own trumpet. I mean, I wouldn't blow my own trumpet. But I am noted as one of the exponents. So it's basically the only type of photography I do, really. So I teach it, and I obviously stream it, and I tend to be involved with most ICM stuff going on in the world. So well, yeah, it was, yeah. They completely forgot about me. Remember though, Jen? Yeah. And also Tom Heaton named it, like, came up with the name the King of ICM, which is why I have this on my, can you see from here? If I go back to here, which is why I have the King of ICM merch. So, you know, I have that kind of thing, so. Low bass, it'll come to you like 3 in the morning. You'll wake up and you go like, that's where I knew him from. Thank you very much, Tom. You can own your own as well, you know. I have a shop. Is that linked in Twitch? I don't know if I've added that link to Twitch. There is a merch store. I look forward to it then, Lopez. I look forward to it. No worries, Peter. I hope it hasn't. But good luck. We'll catch you later. Yes, there's a merch store for t-shirts and stuff like that as well. And mugs. I haven't got a mug up here though. It's one of them. It's another one of them little sidelines that we do. That's fine. That's all. That's fine, Lopez. That's fine. Right, Andy. For God's sake, concentrate. So I'm probably going to go with these 5. Yeah, let's just go with these 5 and see where we end up. So I'm going to edit, kind of play with this one because it's not overly light, not overly dark, so I can pull out some of this this shadow. So into the develop module. What was Peter's message? Doesn't show it all. It's annoying. If I replay it, does it come up? I thought it might have told me some whatever the. Oh, just basically the TipGame works like this. That's what he meant. I see. Right, so if you notice, I've got these selected together. So I'll not be syncing each edit as I go. I'll be syncing all the edits together once I've edited this one. So lens corrections. Basically open out the vignette to keep it as light as possible. Detail, I will move the luminance slider to about 50% to clean up the ISO noise. Basic slider, let's try auto, see what that does. Daylight, no. I might just leave this as a shot. Open up the shadows a bit, or a lot. A little bit of blacks. Whites, we'll leave the whites fairly close because we've got stuff coming in from the right hand side with other images, these 3. And okay, that's about there. Any highlights I need to kill? Not really. Just leave that as pretty much as is. Anything else? Clarity, soften that off. You could drop the clarity a bit there. That might make it nice. A lot of these is just play around and hope. See what happens. Leave that as it is. Where was the in the sent these ICM images? They're pretty cool in there. They're cool because I mean, certainly, definitely. Well, both of them, to be honest, are quite nice. The second one with the truck, the side of the truck works well. You know, you can see what it is. You've got movement, you've got blur there. Works pretty well. I mean, to be honest, the first one, if it was, I presume that's the truck as well. It's just different exposure. If that was more to me, if that was focused on the truck, that would be. It would be better, and obviously, maybe if it was almost as exposed as the as the darker one. Good effort, sir. Good effort. There you go. It works then. Yeah. Just keep on going with that. Keep on experimenting. Right. Anyways, back to this. Right. So I want a slightly cool sky. So Peter might get his wish of something blue. About there. Not going to adjust it too much because we're still going to change colours and stuff later. Okay, that'll probably. So there's very little to do. Bit of dust spotting. A couple of big ones over here, which we need to clean up. 1 or 2 here. That one there. And that will do. Back there. Still doesn't like that there's no done button. Stop tweaking it, Andy. Stop tweaking it. Right, let's synchronize all these settings across the 5 images. That should kind of sort all that out. Would be. Get a screen grab of them. The thing is, I'd be embarrassed by the dust, all the dust spots. This one could maybe do with a little bit of, add that clarity back in. A bit of texture. A tiny little amount. Just to maybe try to pull some of this out of here. Right, and we'll, yeah, that's all synced. So we edit these in Photoshop. I'll have to load Photoshop in now. Open as layers in Photoshop and then I'll do that. So whilst that is loading, we'll go back to my pretty face. Because it'll take a while. Always does. You're driving in there. Yeah, you shouldn't be. Oh yeah, I forgot about ads on YouTube, yeah. No, it doesn't work on that button. Have I got it loaded in? I don't think I haven't got the page open, Jen. Actually, it's not even monetized on YouTube. I forgot to turn it on. My mistake. It's because I think that what it is, Jen, is I forget whenever I create a stream in OBS as opposed to like making it in the YouTube back end and then linking it to OBS. Like when I do one for Tuesday nights, I forget it never automatically goes to monetization. I'll turn it on for the vlog, for the VOD rather, once we're done. So so no adverts. YouTube will add in all the adverts later anyway, every 6 minutes or whatever it is. God, that's so annoying. I'm on the verge of like, do I get YouTube Premium? Because it's really annoying, all these adverts. So annoying. Are they? I must admit, like, there's a few channels that I watch a lot of, and I'm subscribed to them, or I subscribe to them, or I've been in it at a time when somebody's gifted subscriptions. So they're like the 3 that I watch a lot. See you, Mittens. Thank you very much for joining the stream this evening. Good to see you. Good to meet you. Hope to see you again soon. I will be streaming randomly. But I'm from the 9th, we'll be back properly for Tuesday night edits on a Tuesday. But good to see you. Hope to run into you again soon. But yeah, what was I going to say? Distracted. Yeah. I kind of subscribe to the channels that I want no disturbances on. Or I've been gifted them, so it's handy having that kind of system. Actually, I think I'll do a stream. I'll definitely do another stream before New Year. And on YouTube, I've got 5 gifted subs to dish out. They're basically YouTube provide. Oh, I know exactly. I'm not so much recently, but maybe a couple of years ago. I could have sworn I was like subscribed to like 10 different channels, and I've like visited once, just randomly. I think actually, I think it's probably more than a month ago now because it'll run out by now. But I got gifted a subscription to basically a channel I'd like looked in on once. I'm like, why have I got one off there? Weird. Anyways, so blend modes. See what we can make out of this. I'm not feeling hopeful, to be honest. Oh, there's a dust spot there. Why did I not find that one? Soft light has a potential with a bit of work. I'd say I've already screwed up the colours. Right, let's line these up anyway. Use the move tool and kind of, roughly move them into similar positions. You don't need to be precise, but moving them in helps anyway. Oh no. Really, is it bad as that? Good reason why I don't have a mirrorless camera then. Because my DSLR is bad enough. It wasn't. I'm like, I've had it for I think I've had it about 4 years now, or coming up 4 years, and it's been pretty clean up until like this year. Where it's just got to the point where it's like, it must just have built up and built up and built up. To the point where I'm like, if I go out on a bright day and I need to dial it up to like F16 kind of thing, and it's just like, oh, that's going to be a lot of dust spotting to sort out. Yeah. I love the fact that these DSLR, I mean, they've got these cameras, they've got these, like, oh, button to clean your sensor, and you're like, bullshit. They didn't do a thing. Not a thing. Right, let's turn that one on. That one. See, when we get to this stage, you start playing around with layers to see what each one, by taking away what each one does. And I'd like to say that having that one in, taking away these two, I think this one's a definite case of like, you need to get rid of that. A bit of detail coming across here. We'll soften this, we'll grad filter this bit out. So that's there. Okay. I was wondering what about these multiple spiry type things, but they're part of that frame. So we're not going to get out of that one, are we? Right. So we want a mask. Wrong way around. So there, like so. Got rid of that hard edge and. Reduce the exposure of this one, or the opacity rather. So maybe that. I'm just going to move this over here so I can see what's going on. Keep track on you all. Okay, so that's that. For ease, I'm just going to. Really annoying, that bloody bar. Up the top there, getting in the way. Just going to crop these bits out. It's like that, is it? Need a refill. Good God, I want to be going at nearly 2 hours. This is going to be a quick edit for me. This might end in a hurry, this one. This might be like, right, need to get on. Need to go and sit and cuddle a dog again. Okay, so I think I'll give this one a bit of a mask. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to paint out, paint in this corner. Slightly stronger opacity, just to catch these yellows, which I presume were gorse. I think they were gorse anyway. Just to highlight them a little bit more. Oh yeah. I mean, to be honest, Louis, a lot of the time, the only time I actually get to edit is when I'm streaming on a Tuesday, because there's always just so much else to do, or I'm busy doing other things. So I never actually get any editing done unless Tuesdays came along, which is another reason why I've only got like three or four decent images this year to work through. Okay, so that's that. Let's cram in some hue and saturation, and let's see what we get. You know, we can. Did for a while think I'd ballsed up the colour there, so we can do that. Let's bring in a bit more. Playing around. Adjustment layer, maybe it's a curve. Need to bring in some of that. Green and pull this. No. I've got a red. No. Blue. No. Let's forget about colours there. Let's do more tweaking here. Click into yellows. Yes, I want this to be a little bit more. Let's increase the saturation. There. Thank you, Serge. Thank you. Botrix does work. Thank you for prompting that, Lobis. I didn't think the Botrix bot worked on Twitch. I wonder what other words work on there. What else did I set up on that? I can't remember now. Did I set up any other words on there? Actually, I'm not going to confuse it because I would have to log into the Twitch side of things. Let's forget about that for the moment. Yeah, but life gets in the way, annoyingly, at times. Right, so that's that bit about done. What I actually am going to do, which I don't tend to do. Crop tool. What was that? What was that when it went off? Little bit, you didn't do that. But thank you very much, sir. That's massively appreciated. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Right, Stream Elements mentions it, but Botrick doesn't. No, anyway. But thank you very much. That is fantastic. Thank you so much. Honestly, you really did not need to be doing that. Yeah, it is very buggy. For me at the moment, it's the only thing I've come across that'll get both sets of chats on screen. But yeah, it works for that purpose. The whole chatbot thing tends to be a bit buggy. A lot of things tend to be a bit buggy, to be honest. But again, thank you very much for the tip, sir. Right. What was I going to do? I was going to crop and rotate this. Just going to straighten out the. I'll never crop in Photoshop. Just to straighten out the C a bit there. Could have used ChatGPT to fill in the corners. Bugger. A bit buggy. With your background, Jen, you should be able to fix it. You want a job with Botrix? That's very kind. Very, very kind. Yeah, it would be. I mean, to be honest, if like after this stream, we've had a good few Twitch viewers this stream, so that might help the average. No worries, Lewis. Been great to meet you. I will do that. I'll do that once I'm off stream and caught up. But thank you very much for dropping in and spending time with us. It's been lovely to meet you, and I'll see you soon. When I see you streaming next, I'll be there, providing I'm awake. But thank you again so much. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Because to see the hiring, I bet nobody makes any money out of it, Jen. Kill some of the colour in that corner because it's. Yeah, I've met that. What's my analytics achievements? Path to affiliate. Yeah, well, excluding today's stuff, so I've now got 50 followers. Stream for 8 hours. I'm on like 17. 7 different days. I'm on 7. It's the average of 3 viewers. That's the bit that's gonna be the effort. That's the bit that's gonna take the effort to get up, and the luck to get up there. So right. Anyways, sorry, bashed the mic. Do I need that? No. With it. There. Okay, right. So the next step, open up the Analog Effects Pro. Right, presets down the side. Sometimes in there, sometimes not. Often not. Often I'm led by the data. I'm led by what appears as I play around. Because basically all I do is play around until I see something I like and then refine. So, So some, you know, might have a completely different look. I mean, obviously I shot these on a very dull day, so there's not a lot of light, so there's not a lot for the, you know, there's not light on the scene for everything to interact well with, so it's probably going to be a dullish kind of image. But I have several presets here to play around with. So we'll have a look through these and see what they spit out. Obviously, I don't use these as a click and, you know, click once and leave. You know, it's a click once and then refine. Or continue building on. So it's very much it. To be honest, I quite like that. There's a very minimal image, very minimal image there. Just you here now. Let me see. There is update stats. Yes. Well, it says 2 viewers, and one of them is usually because I'm watching the thing on the kind of preview. So there's that. There's that issue with Twitch. It still says 2. It still says 2 viewers, which is great. Which is great. I think we were up to 11 at one stage, Jen. But you know, the chat was just too much for them. Oh, it says 3 now. So there you go. So it'll be me and your 2 accounts. Yeah, it's been great. Like I said, it's been like double YouTube. YouTube's been like 3, 4, 5. It's on 3 at the minute. Been great. A successful stream, I think. I quite like that, you know. I'm going to come back and look at other options, but I quite like this. It's a very simplified detail extractor. Drop that, not that far down, to about there. Drop that. Maybe it's just increase a little smidgen. That's fine there. That's fine there. We'll increase the saturation. Just a touch. About there. So go from that to that. So I want actually some warmth in here. So I want to go to the warm channels. Made it green, as it always does. That's a better one. Okay, let's go to cool. I'm torn with that one. So I'm thinking, was it the warm section? It was that one. Yeah. I think that's too much actually. If I drop the strength on that. it to there, or in the cool section we go to cool section. Was it the subtle one? Can't bloody remember now. If I could brighten this one up. Why did you reset? Should be down here somewhere. Just a little bit of warmth on the light there. So if I certainly a lot of the time in the A lot of the time I do. Not all of the time, but maybe 99% of the time. Just a good tool. For me, they are good tools to use. They work, they work well for what I like to work with. I quite like that, Not top 10 of the year like it. But I like it in a very ethereal kind of feeling. I mean, to be honest, it's got no real location to it apart from like you're obviously next to water and it's a bit of a building. This is quite nice. It's quite nice. What time is it? It's 9:15 already. I'm gonna get lynched. So right, let's commit this. Apply. I'm going to come back in and have a look at a couple of these other presets just to see what they're like. Chat's been good tonight. There's another 2-hour stream. I was only going to come on for like an hour. Twitch, man. It's so chatty. It's great. So good. Right, okay. So we'll go back into here. I'd like to be able to get these windows in. Maybe we'll do that, layering the base layer in. 5 new followers on Twitch today. Fantastic. A good day. More light, we could make a feature of it, but there's not enough of it. There's only that little section here. There's not enough to get away with. No reason. That been great to meet you as well. Okay, that's very good. But good to see you in there, and thanks for joining the Discord. Do get involved there if you're around. Yeah, no worries. Have a great day. Great rest of the day. Take care. No more driving and photographing. Behave yourself. Oh, we could get colourful. Oh, we could get colourful there. Like that. Like that. Let us go. Pity I made a mess of the colour. Kill the lens vignette. What's that make? A bit light. So we want that brighter. We need to sort out the colour though. We still want that sunset kind of look. We've got a warm. This is the problem when you start with a bad colour cast. It goes wrong. Okay, so that's on there. So I don't need that lens vignette. Down to there. Right, so I need to turn on levels and curves to give us that kind of look. We need more red. Not that much. That makes it look green. That looks terrible. I wish I was good at controlling curves. Too much. Oh, it's all horrible in here. You could negative if you could turn the greens into blacks, would be good. We could maybe do something like that and increase the RGB. It's already slightly on the mad side. Needs more warmth. So there. Alright, everybody's abandoned me now. Yep. Everybody's left me. So, we need more red. I'm making a pig's ear of this. So as big as that'll do, yes. I'll drag this down. We could have that there. And then it's just change the exposure a little bit. A little bit, maybe soften that a bit. There, that's maybe a little bit, but I still need to. I can maybe do that in Photoshop. Because we've got that intense light here, which is nice. Drop the fade. The lens vignette is that. Okay. It's still fairly intense. Circular. Right there, that's probably about its limit. Right. Any other options? Any other options on here before I overcommit? See, this one looks... I'll click on this and then hopefully I can go back. Intriguing. I'm hopefully going to be able to still go back. I'm just going to hover this to see what it does. Okay, alright. Undo. Third. Undo again. Hopefully it goes back to the last edit. Come on, go back. You bugger. Yes. God for that. Yeah, and that needs to do something else in post. Anything else there I would generally have a look at. There's a few tempting ones, but it's whether I spend the time on stream doing it. Might want to come back to. Right, let's apply this and try to sort out some bloody colour. And some detail in the other one. So close to getting something decent, and yet so far. Frustrating. Such a frustrating game. I've been sitting here that long, I've got bloody sore leg. I've got a bad back after yesterday for some reason. No idea what was going on. Alright, so I need to colorize this more in a better way. It's not red, it's bloody magenta. Thank you, Jen. I think it's you and me. Right, that's... Why does that not pick that? Because that's there. So you can get rid of that. Little error that he is. Maybe just have to leave it like that. Take that away. Maybe paint in. Intense colour here, like so, and it's going to be darker around there, like that, and then we're ignoring this little bit of blue here. So can we increase the oh no, we can't, because that's from before. Right, we'll have to leave that as it is. So under here, so we can create a new hue and saturation layer, which is new. The other one's going to be working underneath it. Oh, by the way, Jen, if you're there and not working, we're down to one viewer, so I presume it's you. I watched the last episode of Ghosts that we're on about. Did it very well. No spoilers apart from the fact, but they did bring in an exorcist. At which point I was like, no, they're not gonna, like, because I think we mentioned Andrew mentioned exorcism, and I was like, yeah, I think that's how they're gonna do it as well. But they didn't. Well, they did bring in the like exorcist thing, but they didn't bring it in and that was the reason. And they ended it really nicely. To the point where I was like, yeah, they are never coming back to this. They've ended it in a way that you know what the future is. You kind of get one, mate. Once you've worked through it. I mean, there's only 5 series and there's like 5 episodes per series. Yeah. Because obviously with the delays of all the shows being made, God knows when it'll be. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of decimated everything, really, hasn't it? Actually, this is I quite like this now. It's better than what it was. It's better than the starting position. Right, okay, so let's lump these together and put them in a folder, and then we're going to find them later. This one I quite like, but it would be nice to get a little bit of detail through here. So if I give that a mask, and if we go to a very low percentage, like maybe 28, just tap on here just a little bit, just to get a little bit of detail. That's probably enough, probably too much. And if we reverse that and make the thing smaller, that button, there we are, we can go around the edge of it and paint these back. Actually, if we go a bit stronger, paint around these again, and just along the bottom here. And then there's just that little bit of detail. I think it's like a church hall or something like that, and you just got the rest of it there. Yeah, that's basically what the entire image is hanging on, Jen. That's the thing. So the work, like the kind of work here, and everything else is very loose. But also in this one, it brings life to the actual shot. There was no light whatsoever. Obviously, you can see a bit of blue there, so there was a bit of sky on show, but generally dull as dishwater. But yeah, right. So let's. I'm gonna save these out. I'm not gonna do the crops because I think they're fairly self-evident. So I'll save that. And then I'll do a flattened layer of the orange one. We've had 42 views tonight on the YouTubes, so that's pretty good. I think these random streams are definitely not getting the viewership. But that's I'm here for my social life. I'm not here to stream. I'm here to be social. Flatten image, that's the one. Let's see, let's go to the right folder. Yes, it is. Save. Okay. Hi, Cyronus. Thank you very much for dropping in. Yeah, it's got that look about it. It's got that look about it. Right, so back to Lightroom. So we've got these three. Give this one 3. That's basically 2 images out of 1. So actually, let's do a quick crop. There's definitely a 1x1 potential. Yeah, I mean this one might actually get onto Instagram. This one might have achieved the level of Instagram worthiness. It's just so damn simple. Thing is, Jen, I need to sort out the next print. So like, this print ends on the 31st of December. And I'm like, oh crap, I've still got the other one. I haven't prepped anything for the next one. And before I know it, it'll all of a sudden be June, and I'm like, right. I need to do that. Right, do I put it low and I do lots of sky, or do I, let's go there. It's the west coast of Scotland. There's nothing else but sky. So, I know. The thing is, for next one, the one I'm thinking about is going to be a challenge to print, so I definitely need to see it in print before I could like set it up. So it's gonna be one of them really dark red and black ones from earlier in the year. So we'll see how that goes. Right, so I've got 2 crops for that. Great. And this one is not my favorite. But we'll probably get a 16:9 out of it. Try for a 1x1. Composition might still work. To there. Let's make this a bit deeper. Actually, you probably draw that in there. Get out the sun on that 3rd point, maybe. We'll come across there. Go further than there, anyway. Maybe it's about there. Give it a little bit of room to breathe. That kind of works. It's all right. We've got a couple of images there, I think. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Export. That's the button I wanted. Export. 'Cause I keep forgetting to export anything on when I'm streaming and wondering why I spend 3 days trying to find ones that I've edited and never exported properly. That drive plugged in, yes it is. Export it. That's them on their way. Right, so I think that will do for this evening. How many notifications have I got now? Too many. I know it's a pain. It's not the best setup. Seems to have gone. Seemed to have exported. Right, so that is our images for tonight. Yeah, I mean, obviously, it's erroneous that like everything's driven on presets in Lightroom, really, isn't it? So you just have an export preset. So I've got one set for 1200 pixels that I'll post to Twitter, potentially. 2040 pixels that I'll use for various things. The same to go to Dropbox, and a one that goes to a full res TIFF or JPEG that'll go to my external SSD. So like anything important goes to there. So in an emergency, I just pull that out and put it in my pocket. which is one of the things is a lass from New York that I've followed for over a decade. They had a fire in the flat above them a couple of days ago, like maybe it's like the 23rd. Maybe it's the 23rd. About I know it'd be great. It would be great, so you're honest. But it's like basically lost nearly everything in the flat. Like years and years of work. I've got a book downstairs. Good evening, Henny. Welcome along to the end of stream. But good to see you. Thank you very much for coming in. Welcome to the stream. So they had a fire. Her and her partner there was a fire in the flat above. So basically, they've lost everything. So I'd imagine everything's water damaged, like anything technically. They are coming out quite blurry, but it's on purpose. For example, this is the image we've made this evening. So if you don't like blurry photos, then you might be in the wrong kind of place. We do, on this channel, that's what we do. We do blurry photos. But it's good to see you anyway. But yes, you will not find sharp images here. But they are there on purpose. I can assure you, it is deliberate. So, if you're looking for fine detail and a wide color gamut and all the technical stuff that we are meant to get right. We are about heavy post-processing, or reasonably heavy post-processing, creative photography. Basically, I do intentional camera movement, so there's not going to be anything sharp. So it's all about creativity rather than technical perfection. That's what we're doing. That's what we do here. But we are at the end of the stream anyway. So basically, everybody who was joining, a mix of aesthetic and a little bit of emotion blended in when it happens. Quite rare, rare. Sometimes the emotion leads, and sometimes the emotion is not there, and that's maybe where a lot of images fail. And that's maybe why I don't, quite often I don't rate my images quite highly. So the ones that do incite emotion are obviously the highlight ones. But yes, I have a certain aesthetic liking that I like, and I aim for that. And sometimes we achieve it, and sometimes we don't. Thank you very much for the follow, Henny. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. Thank you very much for the follow. But yes, we are at the end of the evening. I've got to go, and good God, it's 10:15. It's 10:15 here in the UK. And I know I've spent the afternoon with him on the sofa, but the dog will be most annoyed that I've been away all evening. Because I only came up here at like 7, intending to maybe do an hour and a little bit, and here we are 2.5 hours later because the chat's been so good. No worries, Henny. It's been lovely to have you. We'll hopefully see you next time. Right, so basically everybody else that's left or watching later on catch up on YouTube or wherever. I'm not sure when I'll next be live, but it could be at any time. Like I said, there will be random streams over Christmas. So the next proper Tuesday night edits episode will be on the 9th, but there will be many streams before then. So it could be as soon as tomorrow. It could be as late as the 7th. Don't know. Just playing everything by ear, depending on what I've got on and how bored I am and what I need to do. But yeah, it'll be good to see you whenever I stream. If you're in the Discord, all notifications go out on there. If you're not on the Discord, join the Discord. If you do Discord, and yeah, because I basically don't post them anywhere else. But if you are following me on Twitch, you should get a notification. If you're on YouTube, good luck, because they never put notifications on YouTube are notoriously bad. So, right. Anyways, thank you very much. Have a lovely rest of your Boxing Day wherever you are in the world, whatever you've got left of it. Have a great one, and we will see you on the next stream, which, like I say, it could be as early as tomorrow. It could be much, much later. We'll just have to see. But yes, the notifications on YouTube are random. That is one way to describe them, Jen. That is one way to describe them. But yeah, thank you, Jen, for modding this evening. Thank you very much. Slightly busier than normal, which is nice, but it's good. So thank you very much for that. Hope we have a quiet rest of the day, Jen. But yes, everybody else, I will see you soon. Take care, and until the next one, keep it hard. See yous.